What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lakerland. We got a couple interesting topics on today. LeBron James responds to all the hate that Bronny is getting, and week 2 of NBA free agency is in full effect. What kind of moves are the Lakers going to be doing? Let's talk about it here on Lakerland, man. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Good morning. Purple and gold skies. Y'all already know the vibes. 7 Mitchell, I'm in the building, man. Shout out to the Lakerland community, man. As I said, we got a couple interesting topics to discuss. So we want to get right into it, man. Make sure if you guys are new to Lakerland, welcome. First of all, welcome. Smash that like button so we can go ahead and get today's video out to the NBA community and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Shout out to Hank, B.A., and Cole, the Lakerland staff doing their thing as always. Let's get into today's topic, man. I don't want to really waste any time. I definitely want to talk about what LeBron had to say about the hate that his son was getting. But most importantly, let's put LeBron, I dare to say this, right? Let's put LeBron James to the side just for a minute. Let's talk about the actual team, because at the end of the day, somebody told me that's exactly really what matters the most. So we're now entering week number 2 of NBA free agency, boys and girls. And when you look at the atmosphere or what's really out there, what do the Lakers have to kind of pick? What really makes sense for them going into this week number 2 of the NBA free agency period? Diesel is in the building. Diesel, I see you, my G. Happy Monday. Good morning to you and all that good stuff. Yeah, man, you already know the vibes, but I'm never capping. I'm only bringing facts. Anybody to go against what I be saying got to be a hater. Diesel, I'm about to send you your application. You and BA, y'all might want to tag team, because that's the only way y'all going to be able to stop all the facts that I bring to the table. But shout out to the homie Diesel in the building. But getting back to week number 2 of free agency, there has been talks about the Lakers wanting to possibly bring Gary Trent Jr. on, having Spencer Dinwiddie come back. I feel like this organization, for the most part, has really dropped the ball when we talk about week number 1 of free agency. But what's done is done. As a fan of the Lakers, knowing what we need going into the summer, when you look at this list, is there 2 guys that really stands out to you that could make impact this year? Now, this goes against what Jeannie and Rob obviously is trying to do when we're talking about building the future. These guys right here, if you opt to pick any of these guys, it's basically a win now situation. How does that play with LeBron and AD right now? Which one of these guys could you feel like could make impact next season with this Lakers? Spencer Dinwiddie, he didn't do bad for the Lakers. He didn't do good. He was mediocre, which is kind of expected. But can we find better than him in this pool? I used to like Gary Trent Jr. at a point. I still have respect for him, but those guys just don't stand out to me, and I don't feel like any impact. I know we done had Patrick Beverly on the team before. I don't want Kyle Lowry with the Lakers. I don't want Kyle Lowry with the Lakers. Cam Payne is a good player, but he has no respect, and he's been in some trouble as of late. So we don't need that type of attention in the Lakers locker room, especially when you got young guys like Dalton Connect and Bronny James. You don't need to have any knuckleheads in this locker room. So I would pass on Cam Payne. I do like THT. Bringing Taylor Horton Tucker back to the Lakers. Y'all know he won the championship with the Lakers back in 2020 in the bubble. So I do like that. Lonnie Walker did play for the Lakers for a little stint, really didn't pan out well. But, there's a couple names, I guess, that you could kind of throw in this mix to fill out the roster. But the big names, the names of impact, the names of importance, I feel like the Lakers kind of blew. And it's sad because we had 2 scenarios, one of LeBron willing to give, damn near $25 million back in a discount, and then he turned around and still opted not to sign the max. He only took 101 versus the 104. But even with that extra $3 million, what are you gonna do with it? Kyle Lowry is a Hall of Famer, Diesel. I'm not disputing Kyle Lowry individually, but what the hell is Kyle Lowry going to do for this Lakers team? What did Kyle Lowry do for the Miami Heat? What did Kyle Lowry do for the Philadelphia 76ers? Because if you're going to sit up here and tell me that Kyle Lowry is a Hall of Famer, that was based off of the time in Toronto. So he went into Miami a Hall of Famer. He went into Philly a Hall of Famer. How'd that work out? So to me, with the Lakers, it's not even about individual accolades. That's one of the things with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook was a former MVP. How did that work out? Bringing him in, like chemistry matters on this team when you got divas and when you got guys who got egos and stuff like that. JaVale McGee. See, this is the thing about the big man samurai with the Lakers. When you don't have no options, I don't understand why you're not hesitating to pull the trigger to bring back a JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard or Boogie Cousins. I know those guys are not ideal, but to fill voids, why are you allowing Dwight Howard to play overseas when you have absolutely no one to fill that role? I just don't be understanding it. And maybe there's some situation with Dwight in the Lakers. I don't know. But, just bringing up JaVale McGee, for example, we know his days are numbered, but still, who do the Lakers have at the 5 that's really dependable? No one. We're forcing Anthony Davis to play a position that is not his true spot. You got guys like Castleton playing the 5. Look how small he is. He's doing well in the summer league, but this is not. He's not ready to win now. And for the life of me, I just don't understand why the Lakers have always hesitated to fill some of these voids. It's always been bad. It's a clown show. I do agree. It is definitely a clown show. My whole thing about it is they've always been competitive. I don't know how, but we can't make it seem like the Lakers are a team that sub 500, don't deserve to be on national television, overrated. I don't believe none of that is true. I just feel like it'd be a lot of mistake making, major mistake making with this organization. But I'm just not. Y'all have to look at this list and convince me that the Lakers could pick up 3 guys, even with the extra $3 million that LeBron gave back, and it's going to help this roster. I don't see it. Where are the shooters that you can depend on this list? Yeah, I know you got shooters on face value. Yeah, Lonnie Walker's a shooter. Gordon Hayward's a shooter. Yeah, these dudes are shooters, excuse me, by default. But through clutch time when it matters, because the Lakers need guys to hit shots. Who? 3-4 of these guys have already been in the purple and gold before. We done read this book before. None of these names really stand out. I think bringing Taylor and Horton Tucker, him, maybe Luke Kennard. That I don't. Tyus Jones, Sadiq Bey, both good players. I'm just looking at it from the chemistry angle. I'm just not feeling what's left in week 2. Diesel says nobody wants to play with Bron. I mean, let's talk about that. When you look at all the people, just think about it. If you guys have been following the Lakers, you don't have to be a fan of the Lakers, but think about all the names that have declined a job with the Lakers since 2018. Think about all the names that have declined a Lakers job in some form or fashion since 2018. Kawhi Leonard, Jason Kidd, Ty Lue, Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, Valanciunas. It is unbelievable. Dan Hurley, coach of the Yukon Huskies. Just to name a few. I have never seen a notarized sports franchise ever have so many notable people not wanting to be a part of it. And all of this is under the umbrella of LeBron James. So when I hear people make comments like Diesel made with nobody wants to play with LeBron, there's a lot to kind of go by. How do I argue that? Here's how. The Lakers wouldn't be shit without LeBron. That's just a fact. And I don't know why y'all keep denying the reality of the Lakers' relevancy is all around LeBron, even down to the near future of the Lakers. LeBron is responsible for. Y'all forgot that LeBron is the reason Anthony Davis' ass is in a purple and gold uniform. Y'all talk all this stuff about Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, Julius Randle. All of these guys have individually improved since leaving the Lakers. Individually. We might by one or two that has even become all-stars. None of those guys are winning championships. None of those guys are getting to the final round more than less. You cannot tell me that the Lakers would have been successful in this 6 to 8 year window without LeBron. That shit is laughable. And I'm asking Laker land every day, all day. Paint the picture for me. Forget the American public. Paint the picture for me that the Lakers could get rid of LeBron James right now and still be winning. You can have the $100 million back. Take the money back. How you going to get a winner in Los Angeles? I'll be waiting for an answer all day, every day. Terrell in the building, salute my G. Diesel says, I'm not holding anyone accountable. You want me to blame the reason of our success. How crazy is that? That's hater shit right there. That'll always be hater to me. I'm never saying LeBron is perfect, but explain to me how the Lakers would be successful without LeBron. Explain to me how Rob Pelinka would have got Anthony Davis, the cornerstone of the future of the Lakers, without LeBron. Just break it down to me. Build around AD. There is no AD without LeBron. It's like y'all just want to pick y'all facts. And Anthony Davis has now been in the Lakers uniform for what? 4 seasons? Is Anthony Davis the leader of this team? 4 years in, after they won in 2020, LeBron was willing to give the keys over, according to him. Has Anthony Davis solidified his spot as the sole leader of this team? Yes or no? Hank in the building. So those are the questions that I need answered, Laker land, when y'all want to bring up LeBron James' name and hold him accountable or responsible, or however we want to spin it. What is Rob Pelinka going to do with this right here? Week 2 starts today. These are the best players remaining in free agency. What the hell is Rob Pelinka going to do now? LeBron done gave him some money, gave him some more money to play with. When are we going to hold Rob Pelinka accountable, Diesel? I got to talk to the bosses about that. Hank, are you able to join me for this last topic before we get up out of here? I'll drop the link in the live chat. We about to get into LeBron James, the GOAT, Diesel, the GOAT. We about to get into his comments about what he said about his son and the hate that Bronny James is getting. This is Laker Land, boys and girls. Make sure y'all smash that like button. 7 Mitchell. I'm in the building. Shout out to everybody that's rocking and rolling this morning. Let's talk about what LeBron James had to say about the hate that, Bronny was getting and just the overall perspective on Bronny. This was very interesting, and I really want y'all to take. So LeBron, in an interview with Dave McMenamin with ESPN, he touched on a couple of things while in training camp with Team USA. And the topic, of course, of Bronny James came up being drafted for the Los Angeles Lakers, and LeBron now having the opportunity to make history playing with his son. This is what LeBron had to say. He says, just imagine if you were a kid. You were born into a situation where your dad was super famous, super wealthy, and you, the kid, still had the drive to want to be able to accomplish things for yourself. I personally don't know if I would have been able to do that if the roles were reversed. When I was coming up, I had no choice. I literally had no choice. I had to make it out for me, my mom, my family, my hometown, my city. Bronny has all the choices in the world. If Bronny wants to stop right now and never play this game of basketball, or just wanted to be a gamer, or wanted to be a damn chef, or wanted to be nothing to whatever, he could have done that. People don't understand how hard that is, and the commitment for him to be coming out of heart surgery less than a year ago, for him to be able to be in the NBA. The kid is special. Very, very interesting take, in my opinion, from LeBron. The hate that I see from the NBA community when it comes to LeBron and his son, to me, has just been relentless. And we ain't even got no real-time minutes yet. You can see that they are setting the stage for so much BS when it comes to this. But, Bronny's already a millionaire. He makes his own money. I don't believe I don't believe that he makes his own decisions. I think that's bogus. I'm not trying to hear that. Rich Paul, he got a solid team. But I think LeBron is absolutely right, bro. We're talking about LeBron James. His kids could have been whoever they wanted to be, do whatever they want. And I know people feel like LeBron got Bronny into the Lakers organization. But bro, you got to work for that shit to a point. To a point. I'm not saying there's no alley-oops being thrown. Yo, that's a part of the game. Alley-oops are part of the game. So I'm never knocking that. But that boy has worked his ass off from high school to college and to now. And it's crazy that we won't even give him no credit for that. Now, Diesel says Bronny has no business in the NBA. I mean, I'm not going to, I won't argue that, because we still need to see how good he's going to be. But for you to say he has no business in the NBA makes it seem like he's a detriment to the league, or he could cause negativity to the league. When we got all these other knuckleheads that get drafted coming to the league, all types of backgrounds, and where's the talk about that? Like that's just where I'm at with it. Bronny has an 11th grade skill set. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if he can come up with some type of defensive identity, I think Bronny will have a solid career with the Lakers. He'll never have the offensive impact of his father. His father has God-given ability. You can't teach that. You can't pass that down. So for anybody, I'm not saying Diesel, but for anybody to have expectations that Bronny is going to have some type of offensive impact like that is crazy as hell. Don't know the game of basketball. But, he has to have an identity. He has to have one if he's going to make it in this league. And I think he has one. I think he can build off of defense. Diesel is a troll, Samurai, only because it's the off season. Once LeBron and Bronny James get on that basketball court making history, Diesel's going to be tuned in. Diesel is going to be with us in the playback room, live watching it, low key celebrating. I'm letting Diesel do him right now because I see through the shit right now. I know once the season start, when we be having these Laker watch parties, bro, I'm telling you, all eyes is going to be on all the haters during the offseason because these are the same ones that were celebrating. Diesel want me to believe that in 2020, when the Lakers won in the bubble, he didn't celebrate that Lakers victory. Y'all are in the comments talking about y'all are real Laker fans. Really? Some of y'all that call yourself real Laker fans have never stepped foot into Staples, crypto, or the Forum. None of y'all have invested $1 into the Lakers, but y'all are real Laker fans. Some of y'all don't even know history of your own team, but y'all are real Laker fans because it goes against the agenda of LeBron. Yeah, man, we're giving you a front row VIP seat, Diesel. Now, Diesel says he didn't celebrate the bubble championship because he's a Heat fan. All right, I respect that. I'm not going to call him a liar. But there are definitely some of y'all that'll be capping in this comment section. And I know y'all was celebrating a couple years ago. But what do y'all think overall about what LeBron had to say about Bronny and his come up, man? I thought this was, again, you know, a dad is always going to speak up for his kid. So, you know, this is definitely not something super different out of body, but
what's going on?
What's going on, bro? I really had a lot of respect
Yo,
for what LeBron had to say in this situation. What's your thoughts, Hank, on Bron's comments about his son?
yeah, I mean, I read this earlier when I woke up. Shout out to everybody, Lakerland family, and Seven, the host, the great host. But no, yeah, I mean, we speaking honesty. He's put his son in a position to where he can do whatever he wants. Both his sons and his daughter can do whatever they want. His family can do whatever they want. He is the generational person that's taking his family to another level. LeBron James Sr. And it's something that I think, at least I know I want to, and I'm sure you want to, put your children in a better position than you were. You don't want them to go through what they went through. I remember my dad, he was deep in the streets. He didn't want me. He protected me to make sure I didn't do everything that he did. He wanted me to do better. So, you know, every father, every parent wants their children to take things to another level, and he has the ability to do whatever he wants to do because his father has gotten to a level in class in life to where they don't have to worry about much but just being successful and doing the right things. And so absolutely Bronny is he doesn't have to play basketball. He must love basketball, and he's able to, you know, take the advantages that his father has given him, which every family, every person, every friend, every, you know, person that got love for who they got love for should be able to do for people when they're risen to a level that they're
at. I will say this. When you look at it from another lens, there are other players that are clean cut, have been doing what they supposed to do. And there are other parents that feel the same way about their children.
Right.
When it comes down to it, do you feel like LeBron, this whole situation has stolen an opportunity from a kid that really deserves it? I think that's really a question that we need to kind of break down. Is this whole thing that's happening, this experience, is it robbing someone else of an opportunity that's deserved?
You know, as old school wrestling say, you know, I'm a wrestling fan, sports game vision. As Macho Man used to say, the cream will always rise to the top. So if you're that good, you're that talented, you're gonna make it. We know there's politics and things of that nature involved. If you piss somebody off and you do things that you're being unprofessional, then yeah, there's gonna be some things that are gonna get blocked from you. But if you're that damn good, you're gonna make it beyond getting politics. And let's look, if we go through the history of those lower picks in the second round, how many of them stay in the league?
How many of them even had any expectation?
Right. It's very few. And I know you can go through the list of second rounders, but I guarantee you, if we do the percentages, it's not a high percentage of players that stick around, especially as you go lower into that second round.
Well, Lakerland, y'all let us know what y'all think about Bronny James and his and matter of fact, he was out for game 2 with this knee injury. So
Yeah.
they kind of precautionary concerned about his health. I think that was interesting.
It might be that, or they might also be like you were saying. What was talking about that guy Arrow? What's his name? On another team that was killing
uh, oh yeah,
Arm.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
might be doing the reverse with Bronny, trying not to expose him too much
Right,
in
right.
the summer league and get him ready for the season.
I don't like that. I see when you do stuff like that, that's where I get off of the LeBron Bronny thing. I don't want Bronny getting no special treatment. And I know he's
But
going to get it
he's
because
gonna get it.
it is what it is.
Be
But
like Prince
I
Akeem
don't
on Coming to
yeah,
America.
I don't yeah,
Like
I
Prince-
need better. I need better from the Lakers than that though, bro. You know,
yeah,
you've given this kid not only an opportunity to be drafted, you've given him a roster spot. He doesn't have to play in the G League. He's a part of the
right.
15-man roster. That is crazy.
Um, this is the power Bron got. Again, the power is different. And we all also talk about, nepotism is all around. I know people are trying to go off on LeBron. Do your homework and go when you go to work, go look around your office and see how much nepotism is in your building. Guarantee you it is. So he's got power, but it's been around throughout the league and throughout league history. Guys have used their name to get their children in positions, whether it's in the league or in the offices or coaching. But Bron is different. He's a superstar beyond measure, the closest superstar we've seen since Jordan. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
Um, as far as the power he has, so obviously he's going to be able to, help his son out.
All right, Lakerland, we are about to sign off, man. It has been an interesting one. I'll be back at you guys tomorrow. I'll be more than likely doing daily live streams. Don't have a certain time, but we are definitely revamping the channel so we can kind of get content prepared for you guys. So again, shout out to my brother Hank for joining me this morning. Make sure you guys do us a huge favor here at Lakerland. Smash that like button. If you guys are new to the platform, again, welcome to Lakerland and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate all you guys' support as we attempt to grow this new platform. Also become a member. We have exclusive members only content that we're rolling out this week, especially discount codes on merchandise. And we also got a couple giveaways we're going to be locking in with this week. So make sure you guys come through and show support to the Lakerland staff. Shout out to Cole and BA as well. We'll definitely kind of get these guys in the mix with us sometime this week. Hank, you got any final thoughts before we get up out of here, brother?
Let me get two quick things. I see Diesel in the comments keep saying KD's the GOAT. That's not
you
true.
Said that. You said
I did
that.
not say he is the GOAT. I said that his path, if he chose a different path, he's in that conversation. And he's still in some conversation with people anyway, because people, obviously like Dalton Connect and other guys got him as the GOAT. But I'm saying
right,
if he chose a couple different options, his will be there. He will be in that conversation. And I even talked talking about it yesterday on his show, Chris Broussard. They talked about the same thing I said.
Really?
So yeah, same thing I said. He chose a different path. He said the same thing BA said. If he stayed in Golden State and won 2 more championships, it'd be over.
Well, Chris Broussard is friends with Rob Parker.
But no, he's a LeBron. He's a LeBron slappy too. You know that he from Cleveland.
yeah.
And
shame on Hank for that. Shame on Hank for that take.
I did
but
not
this
say
is
he
what
was
we
the
do.
GOAT. I say his conversation would be different had he made it different. Even if he won in Baltimore, Brooklyn. I say Baltimore.
So Lakerland, Hank is standing on business. He's saying if Kevin Durant's path was different, he would have been considered one of the greatest of all times as far as this conversation of the GOAT. The whole Michael, LeBron, Kobe convo. Hank said if
he stay in Golden State, he win 2-3 more. What you gonna say? And he win the Finals MVP
it's
and
Steph's
all that.
team. That's what I'm gonna say. It's Steph's team.
It would have been his team at that point.
No way.
Yes, it would.
Hank, you're telling me Kevin Durant would have took Golden State from
Finals
Steph?
MVPs?
4 in a row. They could have took 4 in a row.
And he done took all the finals MVPs. What you gonna say now? That's what they say. What you gonna say now?
Damn. You really saying that with a straight face?
Yes,
You
he was the
really
best
saying
player
that
on
with
the
a
team
straight face?
anyway. Steph wasn't better than KD. You lying to yourself if you say that. He
I'm
wasn't.
not saying that, but we know who Kobe ain't better than LeBron. But LeBron can't take over LA, right? Let me get out of here. Let me not start that trouble. I don't want to start that trouble.
One last thing too. I know you got the free agency. I say get Lonnie Walker and Gary Trent. That's the best you could do because again, people are blocking themselves from coming to LA because of Brown, which is sad but true.
So out of this list right here, you're saying who?
Gary Trent and bring back Lonnie Walker. We know that works for sure. And I might take a flyer on Sadiq Bey and Tyus Jones as well.
You're not sold on THT? Who won the chip for us?
That was a creative player. That was my player. I put all the extra ratings on top of him so I can make him better in the game and kill out in 2K. That's my player.
Damn. Hard bargain. All right, Laker land. We are signing off. 7 Mitchell, Hank, we are getting out of here. Big shout out to Diesel and shout out to Justin. I see you in the building, Jay, and big up the Samurai Beast Warriors. Hope you guys have an easy and safe Monday. Catch you guys tomorrow here on Lakerland. Be safe. We are out.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Subscribe and like.
You already know.